Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 version. God, you know, sometimes with these openings, it doesn't matter how many times you say it, I'm always going to say it wrong. Welcome back to Black Ice 10.33 in the China campaign. And where we left off, we assembled a new core of the same person, apparently. And I'm going to start moving them north to help engage this battle here, because this is the battle. This one here is looking like it's a bit of a struggle. But I've got some more reinforcements that I can chuck in, like these units here, the 222 thingy shy one. We've got 11 units in battle, including some of our German trained units that aren't actually doing as well as I would have liked. Our militia units are actually better. And yeah, high density alloys. That's another decent enough tech. We can get artillery brigades. We're going to want to improve them. Okay, I'm happy with that. But yeah, not too bad so far. We're really holding in place. We are being attacked over here as well, but there is a river crossing, so yeah, I'm not that particularly worried. We've got a level 2 commander there as well. I think our planes, yeah, they will be fighting back, which is good. So far, our air force has actually worked remarkably well, I must say. Good old... is that an American commander? Hey now. Shattered. Oh no. Oh no. That is unacceptable. You will not shatter. No. Right. Can we get any guys to go back in? Yep, you guys can jump back in. Yeah, we are winning in a good few places, but this battle here is looking a bit dicey. We need some of these units to lose organization a little bit more quickly than they are. There is a lack of supplies impacting, I think, them, though. So that's interesting. Yeah, 20%. They've got way too many units in a small, confined area. Now, I wonder, can we just do a little bit of logistics bombing? And maybe just impact that a little bit more. Yeah, because the logistics won't be great around here. And if we can just impact it a little bit. Yeah, perfect. So winning there, winning here. But not winning here. Losing a lot of units through shattering. We need to hold for as long as possible. We need all these reinforcements to arrive from our allies. Yeah, slightly worrying is the amount of shattering we've got going on here. We don't want that to happen. We want to hold out along here for as long as possible. Ideally to at least next year. But worst case scenario, if we need to retreat a little bit, then we might have to. But if we retreat from here, the next defensible line is down here. And I don't really want to have to move that far south this quickly. Yeah, so supply, it looks like we're impacting it just a little bit with our bomber. Because I think they're supplied... Yeah. They're supplying that much each day, and I think it's going through these areas here because they're being supplied from... Hunan? Is that... Ham Hung. 24 nodes away. I don't have a single idea where that is. Okay, well that's a mystery, but yeah, the more that we can sort of do to just reinforce this, the better. I don't like your 35 there. I do not like that. Yeah, and we did reinforce it a little bit with some extra units. Right, we also lost one of our better units over there in that battle. That's disappointing. Okay, a lot of shattering units is not what I wanted to see. It's like really the worst case possible scenario, I think, is having a load of units shatter. Let's see if we've got any new politicians actually as well that could maybe join the fray. So you give me land organization. We don't really want to drop you, Mr. Chiang Kai-shek. I think the consumer goods in peacetime thing's probably a bit useless now, but I still don't think there's anyone better. I mean, crude oil maybe, but I don't want to lose supply. That's not great. I don't like you very much. God, there's still just no decent people. Okay, you're the best person because of land organization. You give me convoy raid efficiency, so yeah, you're good. Yeah, there's no one really that I want. Got 8 units in reserve, including... Is that the first of our reinforcements? I think it is. I see them incoming. Right, we just won a pretty major battle there, killing 20,000. Up here, we're definitely going to win that one. It's just this one that's dodgy. But we are just doing a little bit of issues to their supply network. You know? Like, just a little bit. Let's try and increase the amount of problems they have with supply. Although it looks like it's sorted itself out a little bit. I could send some reinforcements over from elsewhere. Possibly. I don't really want to send anyone from there, though. But maybe I could send some fascist volunteers along with maybe 2 units of militia and just get them involved for free, sorry. Right, artillery carriage designs. 35, we're going to let that roll. Short barrel anti-tank gun. And let's get basic anti-tank ammunition. More braking. Just immediately send them back north. The moment they break, bring them back up. Let them replenish. This is like the conveyor belt of death. I think we are going to lose this battle. I think that's pretty much nailed on, that we can't win this. So the question is, how long do I want to keep fighting it for until I decide to pull back? I'm not sure. And then what do I want my fall back line to be? Let's draw something up. So when we fall back, we haven't got any historical plans. So let's create a new plan and call it 1937 fall back line. So I'm going to call this that, and I think I would ideally like a line like this. So let's have it in, I don't know, red. And then let's do it with this sort of highlight. Something like that. So I would let them expand into this pocket area here, and then hold the flanks on either side, I think, with the units sort of... I mean, eventually, what could be useful with doing this is I could probably do an encirclement. If I can hold this river position, like this, I might be able to do an encirclement from here in the north, and from here, like that. And then do a little bit of a pincer for you human. I mean, the problem is the mountains here. They would be a major obstacle. But, you know, that's a possibility. That is something that I could do, to be honest. They would deprive them of ports. And it would probably bring all of these units in. But I'm going to need tanks. I'm going to need these before I can do that. But we are getting a ridiculous amount of shattering units, to be honest. We've got units breaking quicker than realistically we can probably hold them back. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that is the real question mark. What do I do about this? You know, Masterful Blitz is a problem. Is the easiest way I can put it. You know, maybe let me know what you think. Do you think I should try and fall back a little tiny bit? You know? Or should I just fight this battle until the bitter end? You know, it feels a little bit like a waste if I do that, because I'm going to lose a lot of troops. I mean, I'm already losing 82 manpower a day in this battle. Whereas if I pull back, I probably have enough. Let's have a think. How many provinces will I be holding? So I'll be holding that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... 17, 18, 19, and then I have probably a core for each one. Okay, it's workable. It is manageable. I would also be closer to my lines of communication over here as well, in the event that the Japanese did invade. Right, so we can get the non-aggression pact with the Soviets. Let's do that. And I think, to be honest, this is becoming a little bit too much. So, Operation Z. The Soviet Union is offering us extensive military aids to help fend off the Japanese invasion. This will include military advisors and continuous shipments of supplies and equipment, most notably planes. Not a day too early. Do I get planes? I do get tanks, though. Yes, and I can build a unit, a tank division out of that. Yes. Perfect. There we go. Our first tank division. Hey, that is good. With a couple of extra things, that's a self-supporting tank unit there. Just some motorized engineers, maybe? Can I get motorized engineers, though? No. That's a shame. What do I need to do to get motorized engineers? Right. Unlocks unit motorized engineers. That's what I'm looking for. I have no idea where... Ah, that one. Right, we're getting you. Because you're useful. But we're really struggling on officers. Okay. Balancing act is definitely beginning. I think they want into the battle. And, oh, Operation Z. Okay, so... supplies, money, leadership, starting experience, and air organization. Okay. Happy days. That's good. Oh, and planes. Oh, give me the planes. Give me the planes. Please, right, Soviets. If you're doing that with me, will you let me buy production licenses for things like an armor? Yes. No. Okay. Much sad. Much sad. Okay. What about you? Am I close enough to start getting production? No. Okay. You know what? We don't want to align to you anymore because you're not giving us anything, and we're going to lose the war if we go towards you. So we're going to align towards the UK. And then plunk more into officers. And they've got more than enough units in the north there. But this is turning into a little bit of a problem. You know what we're going to do? We're going to send all of our, like, HQs, I think, first away from the front. So we're going to send you over there. And then we're going to put a HQ in, I think, each area for where we want them to go to. You can go there. And then I think next turn, or sorry, not next turn, next episode, we're going to sound the general retreat, I think. Any other HQs that I need to move? No, probably not. Right, let's move you back a bit. And let's move you back a tad. And then the same thing with the second army. We don't want any of our, like, sort of extra units around here to get caught. We want to bring all of our infantry and things out. And we want to just keep that battle going for as long as we can. We don't want this meat grinder to sort of immediately stop. And yeah, we've got some more planes. Oh, we've got 15. You'll do the job. Or maybe up here. Yeah, that's a 4. Perfect. Thank you, Soviets, for giving us some planes. That's really useful. We want people that are good at intercepting. We don't have any, so in that case, we want the next best thing. And then, yeah, your heavy sort of medium bomber group. Now, we'll lose a couple of air bases. That's a level 5 air base. Have you got an air base? No. So we're losing a level 5 airbase there, but we're not losing anything else other than a level 5 airbase and that level 5 port. And as I say, we can cut the lines of communication across here quite nicely, as long as we can hold everything. That is the real question. And you know what? I'm actually going to send these reinforcements over to here and start manning this line ready. Yeah, let's hold you there. Let's bring you up to there. Anyone that shatters now is going to reform on the front over here. Yeah, if you shatter now, you're not going towards the front line. You're joining my fallback line, and it's going to look really fucking messy. But you know what? I would rather that than what we're dealing with right now, which is pretty much a mass slaughter. Right, another one's shattered. They just need to hold out for as long as they can. We've got another couple of divisions that we can bring south. They're moving up. You guys, let's bring you south as well because you're newly reformed. Everyone is moving away. And then I think we're going to take all the objectives off here, because they're not actually helping us over here anyway. And we're just going to put objectives all along this new front now. Like so. Perfect. Okay, now I just want to make sure there's river crossings everywhere we need them to be. Penyang, Penyang, Penyang. Good. Yeah, we just want to make sure we got river crossings all along the front. Yeah, more units that we can start bringing forwards. Falling back. Good, good, good. Everyone's getting into position on our new line that we've made. I know, I appreciate that you're sending reinforcements finally, but I think this time round it's going to be a case that we need to get you guys to reform your new line. Oh, why did that not work? Fine, we'll do it manually. I want to keep Shaanxi in the war. I don't want to lose them out of it, so I'm going to defend their capital. Even though there's no river. If we have to, we'll have to fall back behind it, but we'll try and hold their capital. Like this. Very nice. Oh, Longyang has got a picture. I didn't know that. Zhao. We don't want to lose, like, as I say, major provinces. We want to just lose anything minor. Like so. Was it Pinyin I was holding? was. Yeah, and Jai, yeah. It was this one as well. Perfect. Okay, so we've got a new line set up for when the time comes. We've funneled in some more units. And the main reason for that is that they're going to, as I say, form our new defensive position. Now, speaking of which, at which point should we fall back? Let's take all those HQs out the front. And you know what? Let's get to the end of the month, and then I think we're going to call it an episode. Our units are pretty well distributed where I wanted them, so that's at least good. Now, it's going to take the Japanese quite a bit of time to catch up with us. They don't have the most mobile army in the world, so we can outmaneuver them quite easily, I reckon. Right, that was an important tech, the infantry unit training one. Let's keep that going. Move you south. Get all the HQs out of the front, just because we don't want them to break when they're attacked. Let's move you guys up one province. Where are you heading? No, we don't want you to go there. We want you to just head there, I think. You're getting into position. Yeah, good. Our tanks, yeah, you're moving up north. Perfect. Our new tank division, including some T-26s. Not a bad tank design for the interwar years, to be honest. And then these two groups are going to head to reinforce this Shaanxi line here. The rest of you guys are going to, I think, form up. A couple more units there that have broken. Right, yeah. Let's send you sort of on a bit of a journey then around. Over to there. Let's move you back one province. Same here. And then same here. If you're on the front, we don't want you on the front. We just want you back one. So we've got a continuous line here that's just forming up. Our units are reinforcing, and we've nearly hit September. I think it might be well timed to do a manual retreat here. Let's leave behind a couple of our slightly, one unit just to form a little bit of a rear guard. And then I think anyone that's got enough organisation, so you guys, but everyone else, you need to fall back. Oh, we've got incendiary bombs. That could be useful. Yeah, the manual retreat will get them out of there relatively quickly. You guys need to head to there. Right, any more units in Beijing? No. I am debating whether or not we need more units. We might well need more units. It's a tough one. And I think we can call it an episode there. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one where hopefully we'll form this new front line. Thanks again. Bye-bye.